Right, how do you fancy helping out a fellow car nut? The Anglia Car Auctions Classic Car Sale is on June the 10th and 11th. The day after, on the Monday, I'm driving from Ipswich in Suffolk up to Anglesey, North Wales. I do this every year. I've got a friend up there, we meet up, we go fishing, that sort of thing. I've decided this year I need to buy a car at the sale. It needs to be pre-2000. I don't really want to go above £4,000. It's got to have MOT because I want to take that car. It's about 5.5, well, say 6.5 hour journey in an old car and back again a few days later. I'll show you some of the ones I've kind of got on my little shortlist so far. And then if you could have a look at their website, angliacarauctions.co.uk, see if you could have any possible candidates that I could possibly bid on. First car I was looking at was this Mercedes 190e. Hear so much about these. I don't think this is like one of the really sexy models, but it's, you know, it's a nice enough car. It's a lovely looking car inside. I do like Mercedes. I've had quite a few Mercedes in my lifetime. 2 litre automatic, which I love on a long journey. I believe it's MOT'd. I'm just standing next to it right now. I need to go and do a bit of research myself. Normally I come to an auction and I just buy gut feeling because I'm going to get it trailered home. This time I've got to drive it home and then I've got to drive it to North Wales the next morning. So this is a potential candidate. What do you think of this one? I'll show you some of the others. Apparently if I don't put this one on my list of potential candidates for the trip to Wales, I'm going to get earache all the way home from a certain somebody.
That'd be me.
So this Toyota MR2 GT falls, the guide price, I say falls, the guide price falls within our budget. You never know on an auction, as I've said before. I used to have a Mark 1 MR2 in the days when they were quite common. It was a great car. I'm told these are great fun, never driven one. This one's MOT'd, I believe. We will double check. And I'm pretty sure Japanese, that'll get me there and back surely. And when I get home, I won't need to sell it because I've got someone who'll take it off my hands straight away.
That'd be me.
What do you think of that one then?
Yeah.
Not
This
you,
one
I'm
needs...
talking to everyone else, madam.
This is the car that Elton needs to get to go to Anglesey.
Vote now.
Vote now.
Okay, I'd have to be really lucky with this one because the guide price is £4,000 to £6,000. 1989 Mercedes 300 CE Auto, I believe. I do like this shape, kind of like that kind of boxy front. I don't know, something about it. Great looking car, looks to be built well. They would have been properly, like, as they say, hand built back then. But I would have to be lucky on the day, and I got a feeling at this place, when the sun's out and people are bidding, the price will creep well into maybe even above that guide price because it is a nice car. But I think the late 80s, I don't know about you, Claire, the late 80s, early 90s, one of my favourite periods for cars, especially these luxury ones, because you couldn't afford them back then. Certainly you and I and our families couldn't afford them.
No.
But now they sort of become affordable and you can have that bit of luxury and just think back to the past and how things are and how things are, you know, how things are now. What would be the equivalent of that now? I don't know. I just don't like modern cars, but something like equivalent to that now is probably like an 80 grand car, isn't it? It's
Yeah, easy.
something stupid like that. So, yeah, it's of its day. It would have been a real luxury motor. I don't think we'll get it, but it's nice to dream. Okay, it's a bit boxed in here, but I hope you can see this beautiful specimen. I've had to fight Claire to get this one on the list because don't forget, when I come home from Wales, these vehicles, whatever we buy, is going to be parked outside. I've already got 3 Allegros, so surely I can fit another one in there. This one is well known, been owned, I believe, by Practical Classics magazine, so it should be absolutely top condition, I'm sure. I would actually genuinely drive that to the moon and back. I love these things, and I don't care what any of you say. Allegros are brilliant cars. You should get one. Okay, 1998, it's pre-2000. SL320 Mercedes. Reasons why and why not I should buy this one. Let me know in the comments. You might have noticed so far I've done a few Mercedes. I do have a thing about Mercedes when it comes to reliability. I've had a few, they've never let me down. I'd like to know what you think of this one. I reckon, just like any other old Mercedes, it'll be all right. Automatic again. Feel like a racing driver down this low, Claire. It's even got seats in the back for the kids, Claire. Go and have a look behind my head. This will make you chuckle.
Oh, we'd have to chop their legs off first.
Yeah, I'm all for that.
Dear, oh dear.
But yeah, this is MOT'd.
Okay.
I think it's got like full MOT. So I'm going to put it on the list. I don't know how we're going to decide which one, because obviously if I bid on one and get it, it kind of rules out the rest. So a lot of this is going to depend on the running order on the weekend as well. So that's going to come and play a part. But no, I quite like this. I might ask if I can have the keys and just see if everything works. Okay, another auto that's just caught my eye. BMW, don't know much about them. I say that about most cars, don't I? Sorry. I know a bit about Allegros. Automatic, again, like I've just said. Estate, I don't think these are a great deal of money. I could be wrong. Obviously, bonnet's a bit faded. It's got a long MOT. I'm thinking the things that go against it potentially on the day, as in high price, could work in my favour, because I just want a car that's going to get me from A to B and back again. I'm not going to rule this one out. It's not like the most desirable car of my life, I'll admit that, but I don't see anything wrong with a car like this for a journey. What do you think? Okay, I'm pretty sure that this one is going to be out of our price range, but it's got no reserve, so I'm going to put it on my little wish list just in case. Mercedes E320, just had a quick read of the Anglia Car Auctions website, last of the hand-built Mercedes, and that's what drew me towards it. It was not just the colour, which I think is amazing, but when you look at it, you can see that it's a properly built car. It looks a lovely place to be inside there. I don't think this is going to fall within our budget, or Claire might lend me some of her money she's got hidden under the bed.
No way.
Okay, so let's just say one day then, because this looks like a lovely car. Come and have a look inside, Claire. Don't you agree? That looks like a really lovely car.
Yeah, it does look like a lovely car. But I think it will go for more than perhaps we would like to spend, that's all. Okay,
back to the basement bin. I suppose we could risk it for a biscuit. How about something from the 1980s? Ford Fiesta, 1.1 gear. I'm not going to get there in a hurry, but it's all about the journey. It's not about how quick it is. Looks tidy. Believe it's MOT'd. Actually looks really clean inside. Look, cleaner than a lot of cars we see at auction, isn't it? Well presented, they say. But no, I'll consider this one. Love to know what you think of this one. A proper retro, you can't say that it's not. I just wonder whether I'm going to feel a little bit underpowered on all the motorways. Here's another contender for our trip to Anglesey challenge. Under £4 guide price, 1998 Jaguar XJ8, 4 litre. I get to drive a V8. Okay, it's going to cost me a bit on fuel, but any reason why I shouldn't bid on a car like this? Can you think of one? Because at the moment I can't. Never owned a Jaguar. There's another tick. For a reason for wanting one. MOT'd. It looks kind of cool. I think it would get me there and back. So I have actually done this trip before in a Mercedes SLK, and it wasn't a bad journey. But the thing is, I've already done an SLK, and I'd buy it if the price was right, but I've actually come here right now to look at this one here, the Renault 19. Cabriolet, soft top, call it what you want. Got a really long MOT, just had a quick read up on the Anglia Car Auctions website. Seems to have a lot going for it. I'm not a French car guy, but why not? Automatic. Again, it's a long journey for me. I'm an old man, I like my luxuries. Auto's generally good. Looks in really good nick. I don't know if there was a guide price, so I'll just have to, fingers crossed. I'd love it if some people could tell me a bit about these, if you see this in time, or even afterwards, I don't mind, but it'd be nice to know before. just to see whether this could be a potentially good buy. It's not a car you see all the time, so I like something a little bit different. Yeah, it's not in your face, but it's certainly different. It's nice, it's a lovely colour, and it looks to be in good condition, which should bode well for a sort of 600-mile round trip. So I've given you some of my choices so far. I'm going to have a proper look through the website, and I might actually come up for the public viewing days because I do need to take this seriously. Over the far side over there was another Mercedes that I wouldn't have minded a look at some point. I would have loved this S8. I saw it on the website a while back. It looks absolutely lovely when it's all cleaned up. We've had a bit of rain here, that's why it's looking a bit dirty today. The only thing is, obviously, anyone else is going to notice this. I'm not giving away any secrets. I don't think I can get the cracked windscreen done by 10 AM the next day. So I'm going to have to strike this one off my list. Although I am going to make one quick phone call just to see if I can put a friendly windscreen fitter to test and see if it is any chance he'd do that, because that would actually be a lovely car to drive as well. But yeah, once again, thanks for looking at my choices. I'd love to know what your choices would be if you were doing something like this. It's only a bit of fun, don't take it too seriously, and tell me, you know, the good points and the bad points at some of the sort of sub £4 cars with MOT that are coming up in this latest Anglia Car Auctions classic car sale. Thank you.